welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine for work. For work I prefer light makeup, keep my eyes light, and then I'll change my lippy. Most of the time I'll do my eyes exactly the same way that I'm going to show you in this video, and I'll just change my blush and my lip color and boom. Super easy, everyday going to work makeup routine that you don't have to worry about, you don't have to think. Pretty much you can do it on autopilot. Let's get right into it. First thing I'm grabbing is my liquid highlighter. Now this is the only highlighter that I use for work, just because it's subtle and it gives you that beautiful glowy skin without looking like you've got glitter or a highlighter on your face. I'm just using a little bit of a warmer shade today, just because I want to warm up my face a little bit. And all I do is put that on the high points of my cheeks, a little bit on the forehead and the nose. So then I'm just taking a brush and blending this out. Next, I'm color correcting. If you don't have under eye circles or anything like that, you don't really need to use this. Now I definitely do. So I'm just going to apply a very light layer of this corrector. This just helps to make sure that my concealer doesn't look ashy. And then I'm going with this around my mouth as well, as I've got some pigmentation around my mouth. Next, I'm going in with my foundation. This is Smashbox Studio Skin 24 Hours Hydrating Foundation. This is an excellent foundation. I find this really forgiving, especially for people that have flaky skin or dry skin. I tend to get dry skin on my forehead, and this is something that doesn't cling to my dry patches. So as a work makeup routine, I don't use a lot of foundation, so I'll pop a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so when it comes to work, I use very little foundation, only a small amount dotted over my face, and then I blend this out with Hourglass. I don't know what this brush is called, I'll link it down below. This is a beautiful brush for foundation application. And then I just blend this out. Now you want to make sure that you're blending your foundation in properly. Too many times I've seen people who've got a little bit of foundation somewhere on their face that they haven't blended out. So it kind of looks like patchy foundation, so you really want to avoid that. So the biggest tip here is just go over with your foundation brush your whole face. This will make sure that you've actually blended this out properly. And so as you can see, my foundation layer is very light, and that's how I like to keep it for work. I definitely don't like to go in heavy. Okay, then I'm going to go in with a small amount of concealer. Same thing here goes, not too much. We're not trying to achieve a highlighting effect. So you want to use a concealer that's either the same as your skin tone or even a little bit darker. That just looks a lot more natural than trying to go with a concealer that's shades lighter than your skin tone. And I'm just going in a patting motion, so I'm not swiping under my eyes. I am just patting this in with my ring finger, and that will just blend out this concealer very, very easily. You don't really need any tools for this. Then I'm just going to take some concealer and just pop that over the lid. Just a very, very small amount. You can even use whatever remaining concealer you've got on your little ring finger and pop that over the eye. This is pretty much going to act as a primer. Once your concealer is done, you just want to set that with some translucent powder. I'm using RCMA's No Color Powder, which is perfect for all skin tones. It's also extremely affordable, and it comes in such a big bottle, you will not run out of it. I think this is Beautylicious tops, one of the top selling products. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that powder just to set my eyelid as well. Then I'm going to take the same powder on the same brush, and I'm just going to go over the areas in little circular motions, just the areas that I tend to get shiny. So on my cheeks and my forehead are the areas that I tend to get some oil throughout the day, so that's the only area that I will powder. I won't powder the rest of my face because I quite like the dewy look for the rest of my face. Just very small circular motions. It just makes sure that the powder is buffed into your skin. And go around your mouth as well so that it sets that foundation for your laugh lines. So we haven't really used a lot of powder either because we want to try and keep the skin as natural as possible. Then I'm going to go with a bronzer. So I'm just using Dior's. The bronzer that I'm using is not too dark for me, which is what I like, because we're not contouring with this. We are just adding a little bit of color to our face because our face is looking really flat with just that one foundation. And then we're going to put a little bit on our forehead. So just with your forehead, just keep in mind, if your forehead is really large in comparison to the rest of your face, use more bronzer on your forehead and cover a larger section. But if you've got a small forehead, then don't go through your whole forehead with a bronzer. That's just going to make your forehead look even smaller. So for me, I do have a smaller forehead in comparison to the rest of my face. So I'm just going to use this bronzer right at the top there. And that's it. I'm not going to drag it down here because this side of my face is already thin. And I don't want to make that look even thinner and disproportionate. Okay, next we're going to do our eyes. Now, what I like to use, something that's really quick and easy, is just an eye pencil. So this is from MAC. It's Costa Riche Eye Cold. This is an excellent eye pencil because it stays on the whole day and it also blends up really easily. So I'm just going to use this just very roughly here, and then I'm going to blend this out with a blending brush, and all I'm doing is blending this out. Easy. And that's it. It's such a quick blend. I love this pencil. And this is a beautiful medium brown shade, so this would work for light skin tones, medium skin tones. The only skin tones that this may not work for is your deeper skin tones. That will then just blend out with their skin and it won't stand out. For deeper skin tones, you'll need to go with a darker brown. But light to medium skin tones, absolutely. Now I can deepen this as well by adding in a little bit more and then going back in and blending this out. Now I am only keeping this on my lid. I'm not going with this all the way to my crease. Then just take any sort of fluffy brush and go back into your bronzer that you use for your face. And all you're doing is using that bronzer to define the crease. Then I'm just going to go with a black pencil. Pick a black pencil that's waterproof because we're just going to tightline with this. This just really darkens your lash line, so I'm not going to put eyeliner, but I'm just tightlining. That's it, those are the eyes done. Now before I put on mascara, I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Now I'm just using Benefit's Precisely My Brow pencil. Just going to brush some hairs. Now honestly speaking, I don't do my eyebrows when I go to work, just because I already have full brows, so I don't really bother with it. But for the sake of this video, I will do my eyebrows today, just so you can see the products that I'm using. And I'm just very, very gently going in with this pencil and just darkening up these areas. So just light strokes. Now I'm just going in with my eyelash curler and I'll just give that a squeeze a few times. Boom! I never do my makeup without curling my eyelashes. This is a must. It just makes such a big difference. Oftentimes I don't even use a mascara when I go to work. All I do is actually curl my lashes because I already have black lashes, so I just curl my lashes and that's it. I don't put any mascara on. Today I will though, just because I know many of you do. So going back in, so you want to do this at least twice, and the motion is really to pump it. That's what you're doing. Now I'm just going to go with my favorite mascara, which is the EYESHADOW Iconic Overcurl. I actually need to buy a new one because this is now quite old and I think I'm running out. Okay, now I'm just going to go with the same eye pencil and I'm going to run this underneath the eyes. And again, the majority of the intensity you want on the outer corner of your eyes. Right, eyes are done. Now I'm going to just go in with a blush. This look is going to be a pink look, so I'm just picking up a berry shade. Now if you're lighter skin tones, go with a lighter pink. If you're medium to dark skin tones, a berry shade will look stunning. This is one of my favorite shades from MAC. Now if you have put your blush on a little bit stronger, and then what I suggest you do is when you've got your blush on, just pick up a really fluffy brush and give it a quick blend. This just makes sure that your bronzer and your blush all mixes in together and it diffuses some of that blush as well. Lastly, I'm just going to use my Mercier Fresh Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick. I love this lipstick. It's a gorgeous pink berry shade for brown skin tones. Oh, wow, look at that shade, it's gorgeous. I mean, if you're around my skin tone, I suggest you pick this up. It's absolutely beautiful. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed that makeup tutorial. I wear this all the time. And Fresh is one of my top favorite lipsticks from Mercier. Beautifully complements warmer skin tones. Also, this matte formula is so good. This will last on your lips for hours. Eat, drink, breakfast, you name it. And then it's so easy to reapply. It's really a no-brainer. So if you enjoyed this look, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. If you want me to do more of these going back to work everyday simple makeup looks, please comment down below. See ya!